Oh,
So I had to interview Bimmy, and you know, Prince is my guy, but I had to go pull the paperwork.
And so what's the verdict?
Well, Bimmy's name is not in the paperwork. Supreme seems to think that he's the only one it could have been. So Bimmy's saying, you know, that he got arrested with Supreme. So I don't know. You know, my whole thing is a paperwork game. I ain't got it on you. I ain't gonna really say too much about it.
My personal opinion, and I feel like I kind of speak on behalf of a lot of the people out there. I feel like we got to.
After this wild week on the Adam and Wack show, the Bricc Baby and Wack 100 beef has blown up beyond repair. These two can never be cool again. Way too much was said, and the tension is crazy. I was watching the show, and Adam looked distracted the whole time, constantly checking his phone like something was up. It wasn't just boredom either. He looked sneaky, like he was hiding something big. Turns out the whole time, Adam was pulling a slick move behind Wack's back, and Wack had no clue what was really going down.
Sue Surf today.
Preemptive snitch stuff.
I defended Sue Surf today. I'm like, bro, that paperwork you just put up only says he's admitting to what he did, what his involvement was.
Hello?
What up?
Hello?
Yo, man. I heard you were doing the show today. What's going on?
Yeah, I'm sitting right here with your man Wack.
This is the dumbest dude in the world.
Man, Adam couldn't care less about that whole conversation. He was totally zoned out, like he didn't even know what they were talking about. His mind was locked on one thing. I'm about to drop the craziest piece of content this week.
Go for it, man. You got another 24 hours, man.
Hey, can I ask you a question? You said I got a murder conspiracy because Boxcar got shot up. Now, a lot of you little niggas wasn't around back in them days. You do know Boxcar got shot up in 05, right?
That's on the case.
You do know Boxcar got shot up in 05. He didn't start beefing with Dill Dog till 08, 09, right?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, okay, dummy. But had your wife tell you the homie from Fruitown Paru was sticking in her? That's how I know you got caught with an AK?
You could almost see it in his face. He was counting down the seconds like, we're just 3 seconds away from going viral. Then boom, Bricc Baby calls into the show. And get this, it wasn't even random. The first thing Bricc Baby says is, yeah, I heard y'all filming the Adam and Wack show right now. So clearly, they set this up ahead of time. Bricc Baby knew exactly when to call, since they don't even film the Adam and Wack show at the same time. They don't even film that show on a set schedule. Sometimes it's every few days, sometimes random. So the fact that Bricc Baby knew exactly when to call, yeah, that means it was definitely planned out. Now whether Wack 100 was in on it or not, that's still up in the air. But Adam, he absolutely knew. As soon as Bricc Baby called in, chaos exploded instantly. They started throwing heavy accusations, calling each other snitches like it was nothing. Even P jumped into the mix, trying to cool things down. But then Wack took it way too far. He brought up Bricc Baby's wife and started accusing her of all kinds of stuff. That's when it stopped being just beef. It turned straight weird, especially since he tried to defend Sue Surf right after.
Hey, whatever case.
Did your wife tell you the homie from Fruitown Paru was sticking in her? That's why I knew you got caught with a K? I'm just saying. You said, how did Wack know I went to jail for it?
Well, let's hear him out a little bit.
That's what he said, right?
Wait, what you say, Bricc?
Hey, I for sure know about it.
Okay, I'm glad you know about it. So that's how I know you was in jail for a K.
One thing I've learned from watching Wack, if you ever call him a snitch, a rat, or even hint at his name in that kind of talk, he's ready to take it all the way to the flames with you.
As soon as, before you got to the substation, the homie was dicking your bitch down. I'm glad you admit it.
All right, let's listen.
We don't deal with busters now, so we don't care about that. We don't Mark that live off their daddy rep. We don't even.
You think? Hey, the homie ain't no Mark. If he was a Mark, he couldn't have your bro. The homie got way more money than you. He way more gangster than you, and he was beating your bro. I'm glad you're now your content. Yeah.
He don't play about that. I saw it go down live with 607 UNC. Dude was online trolling heavy, throwing shots, joking about Wack being a snitch. But Wack wasn't laughing one bit. He got heated fast because UNC was straight lying, saying he had proof that Wack told on somebody. Turns out, it was all fake.
Now let me ask you a question. What happened to the shooting in what happened to the shooting in 2022? What happened to the shooting in 2022? And what happened to your threats to unalive your girl?
Anytime you get called a snitch.
What happened to the shooting in 2022?
Do that. Hey, do that and clear your.
What happened to? I can't, bro. Show me where I was charged. But let's talk about your real charges.
Go enjoy the Adam and Wack.
No. Let's talk about the shooting in 2022. What happened?
And the crazy part, UNC even admitted later that he just made the whole thing up for attention. Yeah, UNC later said he was just joking, but Wack don't joke about that kind of thing. The second UNC showed up to No Jumper, Wack jumped in his car and flew down there doing 90 miles an hour just to catch him solo, but word spread fast. UNC found out Wack was on the way, and man, he dipped out the back door quick. Thing is, UNC had like a whole squad with him, around 12 people deep. I was sitting there at No Jumper when Wack stormed in like a storm, yelling shit, "Where he at? Where blood at? On power." That's Wack for you. If you really want to see his dark side, just call him that word. He don't play. So when Bricc Baby first got locked up, guess who was one of the first to know? Wack 100 himself. I'm talking way before anyone else even had a clue. Before No Jumper, before the blogs, before the news, Wack 100 was already on Clubhouse breaking the story that Bricc Baby had been arrested. He had the scoop before anyone. So when Bricc Baby got out, he was like, "Nate, hold up. How did Wack know before the world?" That's police behavior, and called Wack the police. That hit Wack deep. He took that as pure disrespect. That's where everything spiraled. Because now, Wack had to hop back on Clubhouse and defend himself, explaining how he even knew Bricc Baby was arrested. And his explanation? Wild. He said, "Your wife was messing with my partner, and he's the one who told me." That's when things went from a simple diss to straight personal chaos. You're probably wondering, Flacco, do you think that story's real? Or is it all cap? Honestly, the only people who would really know the truth are Wack 100, Bricc Baby, and Bricc Baby's wife. That's it. Outside of those four, nobody can say for sure. Now, I've actually talked to Bricc Baby's wife before, and let me tell you, she's super chill, calm energy. Never seems like the type to get caught up in that kind of drama. She's laid back, respectful, not messy at all. But I wasn't there, so I can't say for certain what went down. I just don't know. What I can say, though, is this. When Wack starts bringing up shootings and legal stuff on live platforms, he's putting Bricc Baby in a trap. Because Brick's already on a federal line right now. One wrong word, and it could mess up everything for him. So Wack starts bringing up, "Yo, what about that shooting they mentioned when you got denied bond?" And that's where it gets real messy. When Bricc Baby had his bond hearing, he tried putting up $1 million home and some serious assets to walk free. But the state shot it down, saying Bricc Baby was both a flight risk and a danger to society. To back that up, they listed a few violent incidents they claimed he was tied to. One of them was wild. They said some guys tried to rob Bricc Baby, and he fired back. But according to what the state claimed, Bricc didn't just defend himself. They said the dudes were already running off, and he allegedly kept shooting in broad daylight.
Clarify something, because this is his wife.
I'm
This
not
is
doing
Brick's wife. I would love to hear
Bricc
this, yes.
already admitted. Hey, Adam, don't do that.
Let's listen to her. Let's listen to her.
All right, she say something out of line, I'm gonna disrespect
Bringing up some
her.
stuff when I was 18 years old. I am 35 now.
We ain't talking about the homie from 20s. We not talking about the homie from 20s.
I want to hear.
You really want to do this?
Don't talk the whole time. What are you saying?
All right.
Who have I messed with? I haven't messed with nobody.
That's the homie from 20s I was fucking you at 18. We talking about the other homie, P.
Nobody's sure if he was ever officially charged for that, but Wack 100 definitely knows the whole story and uses it to stir the pot every time. If you're shooting in broad daylight and we don't even know what the charges are,
Phone.
What are you talking about?
Hey, look, Adam, you don't want to do this. I'm telling you, if that's your man, let that go, bro.
I mean, she can speak for herself.
Ryan, you keep bringing me up for what?
I'm not, no, because your boyfriend or whatever he is keep bringing me up. He already admitted that you was getting your little beat up. Adam, I'm telling you, it ain't cool. I'm a disrespecter, bro.
At the end of the day, you're talking.
If you a real man, bro, that's your homie, hang that up. I'm a violator.
Why? Who cares?
All right,
she wants to talk. You're the one not letting her talk.
Okay.
That now becomes a weapon in the convo. Wack is smart. He knows Bricc can't just explain that away on a live federal line. What would Bricc even say? Nah, I was defending myself. Really?
What do you say? I always want to hear it.
You keep bringing up before I was even with.
No, that's bullshit. The homie from 20 was fucking you in high school. The other homie from P-Funk been fucking you.
In high school?
No, that's rolling 20s. We talking about Bompton now. Sticking all kind of up in you. You know you was running your motherfucking mouth.
You wish.
You know you was running your motherfucking mouth. Bricc, no. He already didn't cop to it and admit to it.
Even up on you, but the fact
I'm just saying.
is insane at this point. Like, it's ridiculous.
That's messy to try and lay out in public when federal stuff's on the table and people are listening. So Wack uses that as chess and pressure. He'll bait Bricc with those pointed questions later to force him into a corner.
Shout out to the babies over there. Shout out to the babies. My in Long Beach.
What you need to do is keep my.
I'm not keeping fuck you and your man. Now what? Tell your man, send somebody do something about it. You raggedy mouth, monkey mouth. I told you get her off the jack. You just mad. Look, you got all kind of Damu up in you. Ain't nothing wrong with it. You downgraded, baby. You went from Damu to Paru to Crippin.
Brick's already on a federal line, so any public explanation could backfire hard and complicate things legally. Wack plays it cold and calculated, putting Bricc in a damn near impossible spot, making him choose between lying or legal risk. It's literally a no-win situation. A total lose-lose. Wack starts hinting like, yo, Bricc baby got a court hearing coming up soon. Then he throws out this wild setup, saying if Bricc doesn't get hit with a heavy sentence, like 15 or 20 years as a 5-time felon, then that must mean he's snitching. Crazy logic, right? So now, Wack's boxed Bricc baby in tight. If Bricc ends up getting a lighter sentence, maybe 3 years or even probation, the streets start whispering, hold up. Wack said if he came home early, that means he told. So now Brick's in his cell thinking like, damn, I can't even pray for a short bid. He's basically hoping the judge gives him more time just so he doesn't look like a rat. That's the trap. Either you do time and keep your rep, or you walk free and lose your name forever. Man, it's crazy. I can't even pray for my brother to come home early no more, because him walking out too soon might actually bring more drama his way. Still, I'm hoping Bricc gets that break. Maybe even probation, man. But this whole thing just feels wild. And then it gets even messier. After Bricc hangs up, his girl calls in to defend herself and clear her name. That's when Wack 100 goes off the rails and starts getting straight up disrespectful. If I were Bricc baby, honestly, I wouldn't have called in at all. And here's why. Wack's been running Clubhouse for like 5 years now, and he's mastered what I call the big mic strategy. That's when someone's got the loudest mic, the most dominant voice, and they just overpower everyone else. No matter what you say, they just drown you out, yelling over you until you can't even get a word in. Wack knows the game. If you're talking through a phone speaker and he's got the mic, he controls the whole room. If you start saying something he doesn't want people to hear, he'll just talk louder and completely drown you out. Adam tried to play moderator, but it was useless. Chaos everywhere. And honestly, I'd never want my woman even stepping into that mess online. Because the moment she has to defend herself publicly, it gives the drama weight. Like it might actually be true. That's the worst part. If I were Bricc, I'd have said, nah, babe, don't even answer that, let them talk. I'd laugh it off, brush it away. But then Bricc slipped and said, yeah, I've been knew about that. And that one line changed everything. Bricc tried to say, that was before me. But before he could even get the words out, Wack jumped in screaming, see, I told y'all, man, I told you. It was wild, pure disrespect on full display. You could feel the tension through the screen, man. This went way past entertainment. It turned personal, ugly, and straight chaotic. What do you think about all this? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I need to know what y'all believe about this whole situation. Man, this whole situation between Wack 100 and Bricc Baby is straight madness. What started as just online drama turned into something way deeper. Real emotions, personal shots, and heavy accusations flying all over the place. It's wild how fast things can go from talk to tension when pride and names are on the line. At this point, there's no coming back. Too much damage has been done, too many words thrown out. But one thing's for sure, this story's far from over, and the next chapter might be even crazier than this one. So stay locked in, because things are heating up fast. If you've been watching all the way through, you already know what to do. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment below to let me know what you think. Let's keep this conversation going.